today. Maybe also to come back to my beautiful analysts that are kind of sitting like on the bench right now. Now that you see the drafts, who of those teams do you think you would give better chances?
White Knight managed to make the engage happen and Legolas isn't in position.
Oh, let's go.
It's all for naught.
Oh, Vega instantly flashes in here. Good damage. Subak is there, and the flash buys space, but not enough as Chocolate secures the kill. Subak, though, has the passive stacked up. The damage is massive as he just single-handedly trades it back to a 1-for-1. Bot lane it is, right, Venture? Just take a look at the names. That Jack Troll, Warlight. I mean, Jack Troll's been to Worlds with Vitality, and as he jumps forward, some decent amount of damage on Legolas, and they want to commit to this as well. The cleanse is used as the flash is needed as well, but it doesn't matter as the veteran Warlight takes down Legolas.
Yeah, I mean, Warlight, Jack Troll are two players who have never been worried about when they think they should go in, right? Zero hesitation there, classic from both of them. Sometimes it doesn't work out, but when it works out, they snowball entire games from it. These are two players you do not want to allow to get momentum. They do not stop going in, they do not stop the aggression. That's been Warlight's trademark, that's been Jack Troll's trademark ever since those Vitality days for him, where the whole team's defined by that. So they're going to be very happy about getting that start.
No flash on Warlight, the cleanse already used. Legolas will pick that up free of charge, really, as it's just a quick kill.
Literally, or they're not going to happen at all, right? So if the game is in a more even state, I feel like Barcelona are in that position to flip this, getting that Drake, and more or less maintaining even parity around. I think it's great for them, but they're not satisfied with just that.
Yeah, no sums on Warlight. He's pretty much a sitting duck here. Good damage back on Vega. One more auto from Jack Troll should do it. Gets it in the end with the W. Shield shouldn't be able to walk this off as Legolas picks up another great gang. Despite losing one, Barcelona walk away chuffed to bits.
Yeah, no, I mean, they have 2 kills on that.
Venom Chris Jungler has also found himself a White Knight who's in a lot of trouble, taken down by the Noxian Guillotine. We saw it on the minimap.
And seeing that, this really puts the impetus back on getting those flanks.
Widen as well. Vasco has the flash, but their target is Jack Troll. He has it up as well as Subak. Now looks to rotate in. Chocolate doesn't have the Emperor's Divide. Good damage coming out though. Jack Troll forced to flash away. Chocolate's still alive though, and he does a whole heap of damage as Legolas claims a free kill. Subak next on the menu. The flash, little to no avail as the last bullet from the bullet time is not.
The threat of having to actually go through him is more than enough. Like Skarner having to go through him.
Oh my god, the damage on Subak is massive. The heal this time. Not enough as the bullet time easily secures
Legolas
that one.
Doesn't have to go melee to 50-50 flip plays. It's not worth saving that ultimate on Warlight for some off chance that Barcelona will mess up later. They're messing up now. You have to at least assume they're messing up now. You're never getting that. I'm trying to remember that people used to post around Reddit. He always just kept going in all the time as well.
Yeah, I mean, I remember the Twitch.
Yeah, no, for sure. They're in a ridiculously good position. Legolas is untouched here. Jack Troll no way of getting on him. He has one ultimate.
You'd think he'd be dead, but Subak. Yeah, Subak is dead as well. The pure aura of Subak stopping the engage from Barcelona as White Knight has just found a solo kill on Vasco.
Syndra. Right, and Syndra's feeding the pain there. There are so many threats here against Syndra in a non-group scenario. Jack Troll tossing out the E again. He's just trying to find anything.
The chain of corruptions connect and they go on towards the jungler. A bit of damage on that time is absolutely nasty. As Barcelona have already picked up 2, there is more to come, but
mindset that has brought his team back, but from a deficit arguably caused by their bot lane in the first place.
You know what? I like that. A reliable AD carry is the best AD carry as he looks to pick up another kill here. Yeah. I mean, that was clear as day.
Talking about Vasco on the low mobility Syndra. Into Rel, into Azir, has to back off, has to allow access into the river for the Azir. Remember, no teleport. Actually, no, Vasco's teleport has now come up.
I mean, Jack Troll's just dead here, and it might be even more as well. Warlight, the next target, doesn't have the flash, and that's a great Emperor's Divide. Subak is kidnapped and sent to his grave. A double kill for Legolas.
Yep, Syndra makes it on time to just witness the dead, decaying corpses vanish off of the rifts. Always keep your rift clean, guys, alright? Always remember to take out the trash. Darius is spending a long time dead there, actually. Wait, why isn't he vanished? The rest have gone.
I mean, I do see a Warlight there as well. They're both chilling, holding hands, even beyond death. You might be a bit blind veteran. It happens to all of us when you get older. I don't know too much.
There you go. See, Varus vanished first. There you go.
He did. You're right. I'll give that to you. You are absolutely right. Rift Herald still on the map.
It's causing more of a deficit for Z10. Legolas is not giving them that position.
Chocolate.
We talk about him so much going through well, it's very difficult to do. You probably just give a good wombo combo again. So, lock on the hard place for Z10.
Woolite?
As Woolite discovers.
Flash used and what? That's just Legolas goes legendary.
The future is now, old man, says Legolas.
Oh, they're getting more on the top side as well. They're getting everything here, it feels like. As Chocolate picks up a double kill. Jack Troll next on the menu, and they are eating free. It's an all-you-can-eat buffet, as it's 4 kills into Barcelona's pockets.
I mean, back to the drawing board here, and Z10 have numbers on top side kind of deal, right? Or Legolas just like straight running it through mid, because his Bet365 account needs to be refreshed. Something like that. Very early.
Ardekan is up there as well. Subak could steal this, but no, won't be able to. I think Vega is fine here.
That is the optimal play. They have to do these 50. Legolas dodged one, but cleanses
they are done
anyway.
here. They are done. This is a massive team fight, and this will just decide the game, you have to feel, as Woolite doesn't actually get kidnapped, but Legolas continues to remain.
Jack Troll's death there did actually prevent Legolas being in position to do a full wombo combo, right? By the time Legolas was out there, his team had retreated. So that was a rare good death from Jack Troll there. But, I mean, yeah, we are essentially just waiting for the inevitable Barcelona win as Z10 try to go in on any small thing that looks like it could be a viable play, because that is realistically all that there is anymore. Like, you have to assume that your opponent is messing up, which could lead to Z10 looking a little bit brief, but this is the time where the 50-50 plays must happen.
Speaking of brief, I might have seen a little bit of a fun play, a nice potential catch for Tenacity, but they have to get it over the line. Does he have the jump? No, Nuxie and Guillotine and the Q. He's playing the respect despite being so far ahead. He doesn't overstep. The solar flare flies wide, and as Cozy now looks to be caught out, as Vega will grab him right into the waiting hands of his team. No flash available, and there is no way to safety. The soul
actually probably be in it, but yeah, I mean, like, what are they gonna do? Actually contest this while 5-19 down? I mean, they're not realistically gonna do that. They have to make the plays that they see. That's a bit to try to get a catch in the jungle as they're coming out. Because honestly, if I allow them to be grouped on these objectives, I'm in a no-win position.
I think Vasco's pretty dead here. He gets shuffled right back
like
into the waiting hands of Woolite, dead to the bullet time. This is absolute destruction from Barcelona. They are ripping zero Tenacity.
You're just gonna get destroyed, realistically, right? So, as you've seen, as Cozy is finding out right now. Least threatening.
White Knight level 16 flash available as well. Barcelona want to chase these members down and maybe desync the death timers as Woolite and Vasco just gotten back on the map. Hex flash over the wall as Whiting crashes down, and it is a crash of a game here for Tenacity. You have to feel the fight is breaking out, but you really already know the winner, don't you? Legolas continues to remain a legendary, a phrase I've said multiple times as White Knight picks up his second of the game.
Yeah, I mean, 07's in the chat, to be honest. I think Cozy did decently in the laning phase to survive the way that he was in towards White Knight, but what are the opportunities for him to have impact? He wanted to, you have to bear in mind, Zubak, Cozy, they wanted to protect a composition that was at least able to match their opponents in terms of carries, but they don't have any carries there. Right, and the enemy spread is just off the scale now. There's not really much purpose of Cozy being in this game, other than the off chance that maybe make a catch, maybe make a one-on-one, but very recently, right? But now they're doing it on a consistent basis. I think that's really cool for the organization, to be honest. And I'm glad to see.
There must be people with that. Legolas is caught. Legolas is caught here, but they don't have the damage before he takes one with them. But they've finally gotten the message shut down. This has to be it. If they can win this, they could get back in the game. But Subak already deleted. Come on, the carry they came for, but Chocolate remains untouched, and he will just rain hell upon Tenacity.
Vasco just kind of opting out of the entire fight there. I'm not entirely sure what the call was. That was clearly the do or die of the game. I think he had enough. I think he wanted to end 0-4 and not 0-5 potentially. Like, I'm not saying if Vasco had joined the fight, that the fight would have been won. It's curious to me that he was in a position to potentially be there for the rest of the fight, and he just opted out of it entirely. Because Barcelona claimed the victory on the first game, Z10. They have to go back to the drawing board. They have to play the next game very, very differently. If they want to play that aggressively, they want a composition more like Barcelona's and less like the one that they drafted this game.
that was a quick